Hey, this is Jeff watching Ready YouTube. Hey, I got a big question, and maybe you got answers. But I'm looking at another epidemic that's hurting our country. See, we got a much needed crisis that needs looked at that people just want to ignore. We have criminals, felons, misdemeanors, whatever, even a seatbelt ticket or speeding or no seatbelt ticket can be considered as a misdemeanor crime. And, these people that go to prison from committing a crime and they do their time and paid their debt to society, what would it be like if those millions of Americans that are set free from institutions would go to work, would be able to go to work? What kind of tax revenue would you get from that? A lot of places aren't hiring people with criminal records, even after paying their debt to society. And I think this needs to go viral. It needs to be looked at. I think senators, mayors, governors that, back this crap up, it's wrong. There are good people out there that have done things that they are sorry for and want to do better in life. But they can't because their records, yes, it's their fault for doing whatever they did, but their records keep them from pursuing the dream of happiness here in America. So we keep them locked up because now they got to go back out and commit more crimes just to pay their rent, just to get food. They got to break in houses. They got to break in cars. Wouldn't it be better if they could be released from whatever institution and be able to get out and get a job? That would not be something that's held against them throughout their whole life. Come on. There's things going on in the background in everybody's lives that, you may have been able to get by with and never went to jail for and never got a record for. Something maybe even in your teenage years you've done. You stole something. So what? Big deal. Okay? You're growing, you're learning. But I think this needs to be very well looked at because we can't continue to have to incarcerate these people that have no other choice but to commit more crimes to survive. Does that sound right to you? Should they be given all equal opportunity to employment in our great nation? I mean, after all, we do take in refugees with no background checks and no criminal record checks or anything. They could come in by the boatloads and become, great people within our society. Or should we just continue incarcerating criminals because they had no other way to survive but the criminal lifestyle, keep going into the revolving door, and keep paying as taxpayers to keep them incarcerated? Seems like we got a lot to think about on that. I think we all need to really search ourselves and think we need to let these people be employable. become debtors to our society, but be able to go out and fulfill jobs and pay taxes and raise families if they want. You know, some of these crimes were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Can we get a grip on this? How many millions and millions of people want to change their lives, but they're locked down into a poverty situation that gives them no other way out because their criminal records forbid them from ever being anything or becoming a better productive citizen? Let's look at this. This is wrong. We need to fix it. People deserve a second chance, maybe even a third chance, depending on the crime. I don't condone murder. If you murdered, I wouldn't hire you either. If you freaking raped or molested somebody, I wouldn't hire you either. You know, some of those raw, ferocious crimes, if you did a crime with a gun, I would not hire you. But everything else, a gun, knife, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you used a weapon, a gun, knife, hammer, ball bat, whatever some of these criminals use to gain control of a citizen, another person, another being. But we really need to look at this, people. There's millions and millions and millions of people that continuously get locked up because they're caught up in the cycle. Okay? They have no way out. They don't have any other answers to better themselves. Are we going to be the key to unlock their door, to allow them to be able to be employed to better communities? Or do we keep going down the disastrous road of keep throwing them back into the same neighborhoods, the same people, the same crimes that they're going to have to commit over again just to survive? I don't know, man. That's crazy. I mean, you got to put this stuff on your application, and then you're definitely going to have to be shuffled clear down to the bottom as one of the people they don't want to hire. I don't care where you go. Nobody wants somebody with any kind of record. So, share this video. Get it out there. It's something that needs to be looked at. If we had more people that got out of prison, jail, that were willing to work, shouldn't they be given the opportunity to become better people in our society? Or do we put them in society and worry about if they're going to commit their next crime because you didn't give them a chance to go get a job that they were probably qualified for, that they went to school for while they were incarcerated? You know, let's think about these things. We pay billions of dollars a year in tax revenue to make sure that they have the best chances of, once they hit the street, to survive and be able to better themselves, but their records close them out, close the door on them. And I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good at all. Because, you know, 20, 30, 200 million people across the United States being locked up, then we have to continue building more prisons and jails, all because they haven't been given the God-given right to, you know, pay their debt to society and to their communities and do better. Anyway, food for thought. Get the message out. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thanks for listening.